In 2024, construction workers renovating a century-old building made a discovery that would leave historians, investigators, and even seasoned archaeologists unsettled. Hidden behind a thick brick wall was a room no one knew existed. According to property records, the space shouldn't have been there at all. Yet there it was. Completely sealed. Untouched for over 100 years. And what waited inside would raise far more questions than answers. The building itself had a long history. Built in the late 1800s, it had served many purposes over the decades. It had been a hotel, a boarding house, a temporary hospital during an influenza outbreak, and later a government office. Thousands of people had passed through its halls. Generations had lived and worked there. Yet somehow, nobody had ever discovered the hidden room. The discovery happened by accident. Workers were removing damaged sections of an interior wall when one of them noticed something unusual. The measurements didn't make sense. According to the building plans, there should have been more space behind the wall. Curious, they began investigating. Behind layers of brick and concrete, they found an old wooden door. But it had been completely sealed shut from the outside. Not locked. Not hidden. Sealed. As if someone had deliberately ensured it would never be opened again. The workers expected to find old storage space. Maybe forgotten furniture. Perhaps historical documents. Nothing more. Instead, the moment the wall was removed, an overwhelming silence seemed to fill the air. Dust drifted outward. The smell was unlike anything they expected. Not decay. Not mold. Just old air trapped for generations. The room had remained isolated from the outside world for over a century. Nobody knew what conditions might exist inside. When investigators entered, their flashlights revealed something deeply unsettling. The room looked occupied. Furniture remained neatly arranged. A wooden desk stood against one wall. Several chairs surrounded a small table. Books sat untouched on shelves. A lantern rested where someone had left it. Everything appeared frozen in time. As if the occupants had simply stepped out and never returned. The thick layer of dust covering every surface confirmed one thing. No one had entered for decades. Possibly not since the room had been sealed. But then investigators noticed something strange. There were no windows. No obvious exits. Only the sealed door. This raised an uncomfortable question. If someone had been inside when the room was closed, how had they left? The deeper investigators searched, the stranger things became. Newspapers scattered across the desk dated back more than 100 years. Letters remained stacked neatly inside drawers. Photographs covered portions of the walls. Most showed ordinary scenes. Families. Workers. Street views. But a few images appeared unusual. Several photographs showed the same unidentified man standing in different locations. Sometimes alone. Sometimes hidden in the background. The dates suggested the photos had been taken years apart. Yet the man appeared the same in every image. At first, experts assumed coincidence. But his repeated appearance soon became difficult to ignore. Then came the journals. Dozens of them. Stored carefully inside wooden cabinets. Their pages remained surprisingly well preserved. At first, the entries seemed ordinary. Descriptions of daily life. Weather observations. Personal thoughts. But over time, the tone changed. The writer became increasingly fearful. Repeatedly mentioning noises behind walls. Footsteps in empty hallways. Shadows appeared where nobody stood. One entry read, "Someone is entering this room at night." Another stated, "I hear them speaking, but whenever I look, nobody is there." As investigators continued reading, the entries became more frantic. More desperate. The final weeks were filled with fear. The writer seemed convinced something was watching him. Then they reached the final pages. The handwriting was shaky. Uneven. Almost unreadable. One passage reportedly described hearing knocks from inside the walls themselves. Not outside. Inside. As if something was trapped beyond the room. The final complete entry read, "I have decided to seal the door. If anyone finds this room, do not open what is beneath." The journal ended there. No explanation. No mention of what was supposedly beneath. Just that warning. Naturally, investigators became curious. The floor was examined. For several days, nothing unusual appeared. Then ground-penetrating scans revealed a hidden compartment below the room. A second chamber. Smaller. Buried underneath the floorboards. The discovery immediately intensified interest. Workers carefully removed sections of flooring. Beneath them was a narrow hatch. It had been secured from above. Just like the main room. Another seal. Another deliberate attempt to keep something hidden. When the hatch was finally opened, everyone expected answers. Instead, they found another mystery. The chamber contained old personal belongings. More journals. Several locked boxes. And a collection of photographs unlike any found upstairs. These images appeared far older. Many were damaged. But one detail stood out. The same unidentified man from the earlier photographs appeared again. Decades earlier. Looking exactly the same. No visible aging. No obvious explanation. The discovery sparked endless theories. Some claimed it was merely a coincidence involving family resemblance. Others believed the photographs had been misdated, but no theory fully explained the evidence. The locked boxes only deepened the mystery. Inside were letters never mailed. Names crossed out. Pages torn. And repeated references to an individual known only as the visitor. No first name. No surname. No explanation. Just dozens of references spread across multiple decades. According to the writings, the visitor appeared unexpectedly. Never seemed to age. And always arrived shortly before strange events occurred. As historians pieced together the material, a disturbing possibility emerged. The hidden room may not have been sealed to keep people out.